Let's talk about something that many personal finance conversation completely ignore. You often hear advice like, oh, budget better, stop wasting money, cut unnecessary expenses. But for many people, that advice simply doesn't apply. The real problem isn't always spending. Sometimes the real problem is income. There are people who have already cut everything they possibly can. No credit cards, no streaming subscriptions, no unnecessary shopping, just the basics: rent, transportation, utilities, and groceries. Yet, by the end of the month, the money is gone. For a lot of people, more than half of their salary disappears immediately into essential items, essential expenses. Sometimes 60% or more go straight, to rent alone. So when someone just says, you need to save more, you need to cut expenses, it can feel really frustrating and even insulting because they are doing everything they can. They've cut the extras, they've removed the fat. There's nothing left to trim. This is an uncomfortable situation that is not discussed enough. You cannot budget your way out of extremely low income. Budgeting is useful, but it has limits. A budget can help you manage your money, you can cut expenses and all that, but it cannot magically create money that is not there. If your monthly income barely covers your essential expenses, the issue is not discipline. The issue is what I call capacity. You're trying to build financial progress with almost no margin. And I hear stories like this all the time. Someone gets paid and immediately tries to set aside a little cash. That means they're disciplined. They try to build some savings, even if it is just, few pounds or dollars or. But then life happens. Their car needs repair. There is a medical bill. One household appliance just breaks. Or even groceries suddenly cost more than expected. And suddenly, that money they worked so hard to save disappears. Then they get right back to where they started, trying to make, survive to the next salary. And that cycle can be really exhausting. It's like you're running on the treadmill, but you're never moving forward. If that sounds familiar, the first thing I want to say to you is that you're not failing. You're dealing with a system that leaves very little room for error. When your income can barely cover your basic cost, one unexpected expense can erase weeks or even months of savings. Millions of people live in this exact situation. And this is not to make you feel good. A lot of people are in this situation where one surprise expense can disrupt everything. So I always say, even though budgeting is good, the strategy has to shift from just budgeting or cutting expenses to increasing your earning power. Because you can only cut so much. You still need a place to live. You need transportation. You need to eat. So there's a limit to how much you can reduce your expenses. Your income has the potential to grow. And this doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow and, launching some risky business ideas or, looking for a bigger paying job or, no. Start small. Start where you are. This might mean learning a skill that increases your value in your current job. It might mean positioning yourself better for opportunities. It might mean negotiating your salary. It might mean, gradually building a small side income stream that brings in a few bucks, a month. Those small increases matter more than people realize. Don't stay without doing anything. Even if it is a little amount, it's not just extra money. It is also breathing room for yourself. Another important shift is that you have to manage your expectations. Many financial conversations focus on building wealth quickly, but when you're starting with small income, the first goal isn't wealth. The first goal is margin. Create a small margin for yourself that allows you to breathe. A small margin between your income and your expenses. So first, you build a small cushion, then you protect that cushion, then you slowly expand it. I say always that it may look like saving that £50, £20 is not progress. It is progress. And it is important that you acknowledge also the emotional weight of financial pressure. When you live with constant money stress, it affects your energy, it affects your focus. You cannot even start thinking, what skill do I need to build that I can monetize? It affects your confidence. And that's why I always say, you need to first of all work on your mindset to say, this is the situation. This is where I'm in now. I'm in this position. And I'm not going to judge myself harshly. I'm going to ask myself, how can I get out of here? How do I build a little bit of margin for myself? How do I start doing things that I can monetize or learning things that I can monetize? So one question that I would leave with you is, what is that skill that you can spend the next 6 months on, that you can then begin to monetize. You begin to offer it as value to people. Is it video editing? Is it graphic design? Whatever it is. Think about something that you can do in the next 6 months that you can start monetizing after 6 months. Because at the end of the day, none of all this financial advice would make sense to you if you continue to have what I call financial palpitations. And one way to get out of that is to start looking at, how do I increase my income? What do I need to start doing to change my financial situation? And then after that, all the other advice can come in. And this is how you invest. This is how you save to grow your money. But the main thing now is, how do you grow your income? If you are ready to do something about this situation, you should see my next video where I talked about why you're stuck and why it is not even what you think. And I'll see you in that video.